night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be in the world. Thank you for joining me for another edition of the Truth Conductor. Hold on a second. Got to get my earphones just in case I need them. Um, how y'all doing today, man? Of course, we had a serious plane crash last night. And Seth, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining me. You're the first one up in here today. And it's a very tragic situation. To get that close to the airport and not make it. I mean, they could see the airport. Please fasten your seatbelts, because we getting ready to land. And bam, out of the blue, you have an accident. That close. See, that's why I keep telling you, man, you can't take stuff for granted, boy. You can't take things for granted. And that water was cold. Can you imagine the panic on that plane? Can you imagine the panic? Okay? Nothing they could have done to save themselves. And the president is blaming it on DEI. And that's what he's blaming and see, and here's the tragedy of this. See, DEI is the code word for black. Let me say that again. See, when people use the term DEI, that is the code word for black. Those are black folk they talking about. Okay? That's the code word. And it's a tragedy, because there's good and bad in everybody. Let me say that again. There's good and bad in everybody. And you're going to take the bad in a group and use it as a measuring stick for everybody else. That's not right. That's not right. But see, we as black people, we have been here before. This is nothing new to us. It might be new to these youngins. They're not been, but people my age, in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, this ain't nothing new to us. We've been down this road too many times. Matter of fact, we know this road like the back of our hands. And that's why we don't panic, because we've seen it before. You see, we've seen this before. And it's a tragedy, man, that and then we all are Americans, but we all ain't treated like Americans. See, that's you're not African American, you're an American, but I'm not treated like an American. I'm treated like a stepchild. somebody that's not wanted. That's how I'm treated. I don't have the same opportunities that Americans have. You see, because if we all are Americans, how come everybody in the world agree with this message? Why do you think it hasn't taken off? Why do you think it hasn't went viral? Right here. I'm not far at all. Well, you know, DC ain't that big. DC is 10 by 10 square miles. It ain't that big, man. This ain't like being out in Texas or Montana or Kansas. No, we landlocked, man. We landlocked. You know? Yeah. No, we landlocked, buddy. So we ain't that big. We just a territory. You know, we just a territory. People say, you know, you can walk anywhere you want to in DC if you like to walk. Tanya, what's going on? Thank you for joining me. But you know, this DEI craze that people have jumped on is really troubling. It is troubling. Because I don't think people, but see, Steve, you got to understand, man. You know, this appeases his base. That's what that does. He's talking to his base. And here's the sad part. Look at the black folk and the Latino folk that voted for him and got him in office. His base couldn't get him elected by themselves. They needed help. Let me say that again. See, his base could not get him elected on their own strength. They needed help. And now that they have achieved what they wanted, that man got 16 cabinet positions. One of them is black, and 2 of them are Hispanic. Okay? All right? Out of the 16, so that means what? 13 others, the majority of his cabinet is white. But we ain't qualified. And I'm going to tell y'all what's going to happen. And I said this, and I'll keep saying it. Trump is going to do what Martin Luther King and Malcolm X couldn't do. And that's bring black people together. I honestly believe that Trump is going to be the one to unite the black community through his policies. And let me say this. Trump is going to do more for the black community in reverse than he is going forward. Let me say that again. Trump is going to do more for the black community in reverse than he will going forward. That's just like George Wallace. Okay? In other words, what he's trying to do, hey, good evening, Nicole. What he's doing to throw a monkey wrench into blackness, it's going to do, the more he try to hurt black folk, the more he's going to bring them together. That's what I mean. That's a good way to say the more he tries to hurt, which is going in reverse, is the more he going to bring black folk together. He'll do more in reverse than he will going forward. I honestly believe that. Cause see, this ain't new, man. This is not new to the black community. All this stuff that's going on, all of this hype, this ain't new to us. It's not new. We've been there before. But that's what see, Nicole, this is what I'm trying to tell you. I think he's the one that's going to be the one to break that cycle. I think he's the one that, because of his policies, and see, come Saturday, February 1st, it's going to be Black History Month. Okay? Saturday is going to be Black History Month. Let's see what he's going to say. Let's see how he's going to treat it. And see, and that's going to be the telltale sign right there. Saturday. It's going to be the telltale sign. And I think he going accidentally. He ain't doing it on purpose. It's going to be an accident. You see what I'm saying? He's not acknowledging Black History Month in federal agencies. And look at the black folk that voted for him. And our history can't get told. Our history don't matter. Our contributions don't matter. You know, I mean, think about that, man. All of the stuff that we have achieved don't matter. It don't matter. And you think black people gonna be good with that? You think that's gonna be okay? So that's just my, that's just mine. And notice, show you how God is. Notice when they talking about immigration and the 14th Amendment, what do they have to talk about? Black history. Okay? When they talk about the 14th Amendment, who is this? Who is this? Who is this? You got to be a troll. You got to be a troll. Gotta be. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. You got to be a troll. Let me look at you. No, you ain't. Orlando. First of all, it's DEI. Okay? First of all, is I think he was trying to say that the hiring process was so focused on, was not on that. Oh, okay. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. All right. Let's look at this. Who benefits more from DEI hiring? Let's look at that. Let's look at it. Who benefits? White women have benefited the most from DEI programs. White women have benefited the most from DEI programs. While women remain unrepresented at every stage of the corporate pipeline, a McKinsey study estimated that it would take 48 years for women of color to achieve gender parity. Okay? He's talking about it was based on distinguished skill. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. What? Oh, you don't think it's a black? So when they think, oh, so you don't think DEI is a code word for black? Is that what you're trying to say? No. Hold on. So Orlando, are you trying to say? And I guess you are Hispanic with a name of Hawerda. That ain't white. So you trying to tell me that I just told you white women have benefited the most from DEI programs. White women. If we're talking about hiring, we're talking about white women. Oh, your mom is Jamaican and your dad is Dutch. Okay. All right. But this is what we're talking about. See, a lot of people don't even know what DEI stands for, don't even understand what that includes. Because somewhere along the line, they have attached color to DEI, and it ain't about color. Matter of fact, listen to this. Here are some ways it accomplishes that innovation. Hiring a diverse workforce, giving everyone equitable opportunities, and making all employees feel included can generate creative ideas and solutions for your company. How does it benefit? Diversity, equity, and inclusion can benefit employees by creating a sense of belonging. Employees feel more comfortable sharing their ideas and perspectives, which can lead to increased engagement and innovation. Employees are less likely to leave the company when they feel valued or included. Employees are happier and more motivated when they feel the employer is committed to DEI. Who benefit the most? White women. Let me see. See, so when you cut out the DEI program, you hurting white women. Because they're the ones that benefit from it the most. Some of the same white women that voted for you. Now you done put them in the unemployment line. Okay? So do you feel that his cabinet that he's picked is extremely qualified, Orlando? Do you think the people that he has nominated to serve in his cabinet are extremely qualified, Orlando? Let's just start right there. Do you think his cabinet is extremely qualified, Orlando? No, man, fuck you. See, oh, that's politics. What's the difference? What's the difference, Orlando? He was referencing specifically, no. My question to you is, do you think his cabinet that he has picked, since you said that, what is it? it's very critical to have someone that's extremely qualified not in there because of, so do. Hey, that's a yes or no answer. That's a yes or no answer. See, it's little dick motherfuckers like you that come up in here with that little dick energy. All right, that's I'm allergic to. That get on my nerve. Okay, all right. It's that little dick energy. So come on, you're on the wrong playground. This ain't the little dick playground, my man. Okay, this ain't the little dick playground. So I'm asking you, go to the right playground. Little dick playground is that way. You're in the wrong place. Okay? So go ahead and lead. Um, whoa, hold on. Let me get him. Let me get him. Let me get him. Let me see who this is. Let me see who this is. Don't let me have this one. Badger Wilson. Let me see who you are. Let me go to your channel. 4 subscribers. Okay? 4 subscribers. And you talking about, and you wait, what is this? You got 4 subscribers and can't even go live. And you talking about, I'm gonna show this. Let me see what you got here. uh, I don't need nothing. I don't need nothing. What I need for you to do is go to somebody else's live because you can't go on live yourself. See, you in the big dick zone, buddy. I can go live. You can't. Okay? All right? No, I don't need nothing. But I don't need nothing from you. I don't need a thing from you. I don't need nothing from you. I need you to get gone. That's what I need. Get gone. All right? That's all I need you to do. Get gone. All right? Take that little dick energy somewhere else, man. Let me see what you got. Dude, you just don't know. You just don't know. You just don't know, buddy. Go on somewhere else, man. Go on, take that. Go. I'm talking to this Badger Wilson. Go on, take that somewhere else, man. Go on, go somewhere else. Okay. Uh, uh, oh, I don't know much. Okay. Well, here's what I do know. This is my house. And you can't come up in here and tell me how to run my house. Okay? All right? Remember that. You can't come up in here and tell me how to run my house. So get the fuck out. Get out. That's what I'll do for you. You gonna come up here and tell me you can't even go live. And you gonna come up here and talk about I don't know, I must know something. I'm able to go live and you can't. So I gotta know something. You know, I keep telling y'all, man, you gotta teach people how to treat you. It's just that simple. You gotta teach people, and sometimes that ain't pleasant. It ain't pleasant. So let's talk about this DEI. Let me. This is the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal of DEI is to create environments where everyone feels valued, respected, and included. Everyone. And you're going to tell me that's in America, everybody's included? Listen, the ultimate goal of DEI is to create environments where everyone feels valued, respected, and included. In this climate in America, is everyone valued, respected, and included? It says everyone, not just black folk, everybody. Disabled, mentally challenged. You know, they under the DEI too. So how did this boil down to color? I'm doing great, dog. What's going on? How did it boil down to color? I mean, seriously. And you don't think, black folk can't recognize dog whistles when they hear them? See, that's the thing. Just because you don't recognize the dog whistles, don't mean we don't. We used to the dog whistles. See, because we've always been told we were dumb. We weren't smart enough. We've always been told that. So when you get somebody to stand up and say, we need smart people, who you think they talking about? Who you think they talking about? Not us, because they don't think we smart. They don't think we smart. What's going on, Omet? So come on, man, give her a break. Give me a break. I'm 72. I done picked cotton in my lifetime. So I done seen some things. And you supposed to tell me, don't believe your eyes? I'm doing fine. I'm not supposed to believe what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing just because you can justify it? And I told you, look at this cabinet. Look at all of them black guys that was out here campaigning for him. Did I see it? No, I didn't see it, man. Let me go back. No, but put it up again. Put it up again. No, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Put it up again. Put it up again. Dog, put it up again. I see Harkey. Omid Harkey. I guess that's how you pronounce it. I see that. I see that. But I'm just saying, man. See, we've been exposed to some stuff. It says if it walks like a duck, it quacks like a duck. It is a duck, regardless of what it's looking like. But if it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, Curtis, hey, all right. It's before Orlando's comment. All right, let me go back and see. No, it's not. It's not on here. It's not on here. It's not on here. I don't say this is the first. This is the first comment that I've seen from you. This is the first comment that I've seen from you, man. When you said how you been, much love. That's the first one I see. That's all I see. That's the first comment I see from you. So I don't know if it was, I got a moderator up in here, and if she had blocked it, I would have seen that, but I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. Anyway, let me see. I don't see it, man. I don't see it. Kurdistan. I play your national anthem down in front of the White House, man. Yeah, I do. I play your national anthem down in front of the White House. I sure do. Matter of fact, let me show it to you so you won't think I'm lying to you. Let me show it to you. There it is, right there. That's it, right there. Play it down in front of the White House, man. I'm from right here. Okay, affirmative action was because some more qualified people were overlooked for certain less qualified people, was basically what I was saying, and how we are trying to change history. Well, yeah, and I agree with you, man. I agree with you. I agree with you. Because, see, listen, like it or not, you got to admit, man, white people will stick together. Let me say that shit again. Like it or not, man, the one thing they gonna do is stick together. Even when that person is wrong. They'd rather bag them who they know is white than to bag anybody else. They gonna stick together. I'm not in the UK, so go ahead. I'm in America, man. I don't know nothing about the UK. Shit, I ain't trying to go to the UK. Go on. Go ahead. I'm not in the UK. I'm in Washington, D.C. Okay, so if you want to go to the UK, have at it, my friend. Have at it. Have at it. But I agree with you, dog. And they're saying that because this levels the playing field, that it ain't fair. Yeah, I'm in the U.S. See, that's what they're saying. Because the DEI is leveling the playing field, it ain't fair. You see? And they don't want the playing field level. They want to still have the advantage. And you can see they got the advantage. Because they will accept unqualified people who are white in positions of power. But raise holy hell, man. Black person can't do. You think a black person could do what this guy did that they just confirmed over the Pentagon? You think if he was black, he would be confirmed? Then cheated on his wife, cheated on both of his wives. Okay, but again, white people will stick together. This is what this is showing you. White folk gonna stick together. Even when they're wrong, they gonna stick together. They gonna stick together, man. And like it or not, that's just the reality. They gonna stick together. They gonna stick together, buddy. Look how bad Trump talked about white women. And look, they still voted for him. They still voted for him. Why? Because they ain't want to have nobody else. Same bird. Same bird. I mean, that's just the reality, man. I told y'all, I'm 72 out and seen some things. And you might not have to like it, but one thing you got to give credit to white people, they will stick together. Now, they will stick together. That for their common good, they gonna stick together. Whether you like it or not, they sticking together. And this is proof of it. They got a whole lot of people in that administration. What's going on, Red Dog? They got a whole lot of people in that administration that ain't qualified. You see, they getting confirmed. They getting confirmed. And people will go out and justify. How you doing, sir? Thank you for joining me. And people will go out and justify. But let somebody else come up and do that. No. You got to dot every I and cross every T. Okay? Well, see, here's the thing, man. The Bible say the first will be last and the last will be first. Okay? That's what the Bible say. The first will be last and the last will be first. And here is, see what all of this stuff that white people are putting in place against DEI, one day they gonna need it. One day they gonna need it. And it ain't gonna be there. And they'll destroy you. When you dig one hole, yeah, I do. I got WhatsApp. Yeah. They dig one hole, you better dig two. Truth Conductor is my WhatsApp. You better dig two. Because the hole you digging for me is the hole you digging for you. Okay? It's just as simple. One day they gonna need this stuff, man. And it ain't gonna be long coming either. See, that's what they don't realize. This thing, man, they're becoming the minority every day. They losing people. They losing people every day. And see, and white folk gonna be in the minority. I don't know if I want to put my number out there, man. I don't know if I want to put my number out. I don't feel comfortable with that right now. So anyway, but no, a lot of stuff they don't. Listen, let me show you something. Let me do it like this. Let me Google this. Let's see what they're saying. Okay, listen to this. According to PBS NewsHour, the percentage of non-Hispanic white people in the United States was projected to be 55.8% in 2030, 5 years from now. This is a decrease from 59% in 2020. Okay? Listen to this, y'all, okay? Oh, I'm talking about in America. Listen. According to the PBS NewsHour, the percentage of non-Hispanic white people in the United States was projected to be 55.8% in 2030, 5 years from now. Okay? They will be 58%. This is a decrease from 59.7% in 2020. So in 2040, they're going to be the minority. They're going to be the minority. If they ain't the minority, by 2050, they will be. Shoot, another 20 years, white people gonna be the minority, buddy. And that 20 years gonna go by like that. Okay? That 20 years is gonna go by like that. And a lot of this stuff that they doing today, look at the things that from the 60s, 40, 50, 60 years ago, that they are dismantling today, 60 years later, 70 years later. They're now dismantling some of these programs. Shoot, you think in 20 or 30 years, they ain't gonna need this very stuff that they are dismantling? Because they're gonna be the minority one day. Oh, wait a minute. What about diversity? Remember, you got rid of it. You got rid of it. You didn't want it when you was in control. See, when you was a majority, you didn't want that. And now that you in the minority and you need it, you can't get it. You can't get it. I told you, the first is going to be last and the last is going to be first. That's going to be a shift, buddy. It's going to be a shift. And see, and these white girls today ain't like them old white women, they spit out 10, 12 babies at a time. Shoot, these white girls, they ain't trying to spit out them many babies. And then look at the number of white men that's turning to each other. They don't want to have nothing to do with that white woman. She get pregnant, she got to go to another race to get a man. Because she can't find one in the white race. Think about that, y'all. See, once she have a baby, that baby is whoever that father is. That's the nationality. Okay? I don't care. They can bring in all the immigrants they want. They can bring in all the immigrants they want. It still ain't going to solve the problem. That ain't going to solve the problem. That ain't going to solve the problem. Because, see, look, if you bring in all these immigrants from other countries, shit, that country now is losing folk too. Okay? All them immigrants you bringing in from other countries, man, that's impacting that country. See, that's causing the decline of that country. Because they ain't have enough babies to replenish. And boy, shoot, say what you want, but boy, them Latinos, shoot, they be carrying baby in their arm and pregnant and breastfeeding and pregnant again. But they don't play. They ain't playing around. They ain't playing around. So if that white woman ain't got no white man to turn to, what you think gonna happen to the white race? What you think gonna happen to it? But see, we don't talk about that. We don't even consider that. A lot of white women out here, man, can't find no white men. They gay. They don't want no woman. They want themselves. And the Bible say in the last days, men will become lovers of themselves. Men will become lovers of themselves. They don't need no woman. But yet, when they need to produce, they got to go to a woman. Because two men can't make no babies. Two women can't make no babies. See, so regardless to what kind of lifestyle you live, if you want to reproduce, you got to go the way God set it up for you to reproduce. Because you can't get two men together and they make a child. They can't do that. That ain't God. So if you want to reproduce, you're going to have to reproduce the way God set it up. Male and a female. That's the way God set it up. But we don't want to talk about that. See, so I'm just saying, you be careful. A lot of the stuff y'all dismantling now, and them years gonna fly by. Look how fast this month done went by. Shit, January is gone. Seem like, damn, we just got into the new year. And this month is gone. You think years ain't gonna fly by like that? We gonna blink and it's gonna be summer. That's how fast time is moving now. And people ain't paying attention. They ain't paying attention to it. Because they caught up in the drama. They caught up in the anger, the hatred. Hold on, y'all. I got to turn this heat off. It's kind of cold when I came in here. I had to turn some heat on. Let me turn that heat off, boy. It's getting hot. No, seriously. And these are the things that we need to talk about. Why do you think they're in such uproar about abortion? And see, and let me tell you how. See, this whole abortion issue is about women just want to go and get their freak on and not be responsible for the consequences. That's what this whole abortion thing is all about. You got a set of women that want to go out there and get their freak on and don't want to have to deal with the consequences. And it's easier for them to, because to them it's just, I'm getting my freak on. And if I get caught, I don't want to deal with that because I want to get my freak on. That's what this whole abortion thing is about. A bunch of women that just want to be promiscuous and not suffer the consequences. That's just it in a nutshell. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. They want to go out here and jump from pillar to post and not have to deal with the consequences. Because if they dealt with the consequences, they wouldn't be getting no abortion. But see, that's going to mess up their party life. That's what that's going to do. That's going to take away their freedom. See, they can't go out and be carefree like that when you got a child. Okay? No, that's what it is, man. That's this whole abortion issue in a nutshell. But okay, but he ain't gonna accept responsibility for that. He's not gonna accept responsibility for that. Because it's easier for him to blame somebody than to say, man, I screwed up. It's easier for him to place blame than to say, I messed up. And this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Yeah, he is. But he also got a lot of selfish people that are supporting him. He got a lot of selfish people supporting him. It's only 2 weeks. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all better buckle up. You better buckle up. If if you ain't used to eating beans and hot water cornbread, you better. My mama used to tell this joke that a family hired hired this dog to babysit the dog, and they bought the dog steaks to eat. And the man kept the steaks for himself and put the beans in a plate for the dog to eat. And the dog wouldn't eat the beans because it used to eating steak. And after about 4 days, the dog knocked on the door. I like beans. the dog started eating beans. See, a lot of y'all ain't used to eating beans. Okay, what's hot water cornbread? Man, that's when you get some cornmeal, boil some water, and put it in there and thicken it up and scoop down and make you some hush puppies. You can add some onion, some salt and pepper, whatever you want to give it some flavor, and you fry it. That's hot water cornbread. That's what that's called. Hot water cornbread. See, a lot of folks don't know that slaves invented hush puppies. What slaves used to do was to make hush puppies so that when the dogs was chasing them, they threw the hush puppies off their trail. The dog started smelling and eating the hush puppies, and that's where it got the name from, hush puppies. Because slaves used that to throw off the scent of the dogs. That's how hush puppies got. That's why they call them hush puppies. That's why they call them hush puppies. Because slaves used them to throw the dogs off. Okay? The dog would pick up that smell instead of them. That's how I got the name hush puppies. See, I just put a wrinkle on somebody's brain. I just put a wrinkle on somebody's brain. Okay? No, seriously, man. But we can't think. We stupid. We ain't smart enough. And the Underground Railroad was the most successful organized crime in the history of America. The Underground Railroad. Because it was against the law to help black folk get free. That was a death penalty for some folk. Okay? That was a death penalty. It was against the law, man, to help a black person escape to freedom. That was against the law. That's why they came up with the Fugitive Slave Act of 1793 was too weak. It was too weak. States weren't required to return slaves. Police wasn't involved. Judges weren't involved. But if you go back and read the 1850 Fugitive Slave Act, they called that the Bloodhound Law. Okay? They literally was selling free black people into slavery, and that black person couldn't even defend themselves. Couldn't go to, but Mr. Jailer, I'm a free man. And you know what the jailer gonna tell him? That's what they all say. And if you ever went to jail, man, I ain't do this. First thing I'm gonna tell you, that's what they all say. That's where that come from. Okay? Black men being sold into slavery that were free. Look at Solomon Northup, 12 years a slave. It took him 12 years to get a message back to somebody, white man, come get me. But what about them that couldn't get a message back? They were screwed. The judges got money when they went to court. If they found out somebody was a slave, they got money. The police got money. That police got promotions for picking up slaves. And see, and that 1850 Fugitive Slave Act, that mindset has been passed down from generation to generation in the white community unchecked. That's why in 2025, black people are the only ones in America that have to justify why they where they are today because of the mindset of the 1850 Fugitive Slave Act. Nobody's checked that mindset. So we have to always answer who you know. Why you here? What you doing here in 2025? It's unchecked. Just like the mindset of welfare. It's unchecked in the black community. See, you got see when they formed welfare, they told a black man, listen, have as many babies as you want, with as many different women as you want. As long as you ain't in the house overnight, we gonna give them welfare. Okay? Then society would turn around and say, oh, okay, that's the hush puppies. Now you know why hush puppies were really, man, that's what slaves used to throw the scent off from dogs that was chasing them. And see, listen, y'all. See, when we had to escape was between midnight and 6 before the sun come up. We had to put as much distance as we could between where we was running from. And see, and some of them women would put master to sleep. What do you mean? They screw him. So he sleep. Knock him out. And when it was your time to go, I don't care what the weather was. I mean, you gone. You got to go. Whether you got shoes or not. You got to go. That's your time. Shit, Harriet Tubman, if you changed your mind on Harriet Tubman, you was dead. She didn't play that. She never got caught. Never got caught. Never got caught. But if you want to go back, and she kill you first. She kill you. That woman didn't play. Didn't play. Never got caught. Never. See, so but and how somebody stupid never get caught. That tells you right there, she could outthink anybody. She outthunk, and she was going back into dangerous. She didn't care, and still got out. So you know, and that history, man, like the Air Force is taking down the Tuskegee Airmen. The history of the Tuskegee Airmen, they don't even want to teach that no more. And look at the white pilots the Tuskegee Airmen saved. And their story is not important. You don't want to tell their story? And them boys was bad. They were bad. And see, and what they gonna do is, by denying all this history, is only gonna make people curious. Let me go see. You see, like, it's like kids. Anything you don't want kids to do, that's what they get curious about. You don't want them to smoke? Shit. That's what they're gonna end up. They're gonna sneak and smoke anyway. Whatever you don't want them to do is what they're gonna get curious about. And see, and denying Black history is only gonna make people curious. Let me see what this is they hiding over here. That's all it's gonna do. And give white people credit. Let me say that again. Give white people credit. History started when they came on the scene. Give them credit. History starts when they come on the scene. Man, if they gentrify a neighborhood, they're going to change the name of that neighborhood, and that's when the history of that neighborhood going to start. Whatever happened before they got there ain't no good. Look at America. Our history started in 1776. Black folk were here in 1619. So where's that history between 1619 and 1776? Where's that history? But they don't want you to teach about 1619. But they want you to learn everything about 1776. And nobody's like, wow, wait a minute. What happened before 1776? Where's that history? Where's that history? Nobody's asking that question. So you can't be mad at white people, man. You can't be mad. Because history starts when they, and see, and this is one of the things that I've learned is they'll lie about their own history. They'll embellish their own history just to make it look good. And see, and not only are they teaching America some flawed history, they're teaching the rest of the world. Yes, indeed. They're teaching the rest of the world the same flawed history that they teach in America. Now you can understand why foreigners would come here and look and call me lazy, because that's what they being taught. That's what, they don't know no better. That's what they being taught. The same flawed history we teach Americans, we teach the rest of the world. Okay? We teach the rest of the world. So now you see why they come in here with the attitude, because that's all they know. Nobody's told them the truth. So you can't be mad at them. You can't be mad at them at all. And that's all I say. I mean, you can talk about how evil and how dirty and how despicable white people are, but they got their shit together. They got their shit together. They definitely got their shit together. And they is not a place in the world white people haven't touched. Let me say that again. There's not a place in the world white people haven't touched. Not a place in the world that they ain't touched. One form or fashion. See that, and this is one of the things I learned about when I started going down to the White House. Man, the White House is where the world meets. There's not a place in the world, man, that White House hadn't had no influence over. There's not a place in the world. When they come looking for money, when they come looking for help, they don't go to Congress, they go to their White House. When they want to protest about what's going on, they don't protest on Capitol Hill. They come right down there in front of that White House and protest from all over the world. From all over the world. Any problems they have, they bring it to the White House. Mr. President, you're going to have to do something. Man, I've seen, I just yesterday, I saw this African lady. I knew she was lost. And I was saying, ma'am, can I'm on my microphone, on speaker. Miss, can I help you with something? You need something? She totally ignored me. But the first white woman she saw, she went straight to her and talked to her. And I'm trying to say, can I help you? What you looking for? I'll help you. But she was scared of me. But she went right to that white woman. And I just say, hey, it is what it is. It is. Ain't no reflection on me. I offer my help. You don't want it. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you because that say a lot about you. Don't say nothing about me, man. I today I haven't put this video up yet, but today I saw a eagle that was attacking a squirrel. And when I first saw it, you know, I wasn't sure if it was an eagle or not, but I know I saw it had a whole bunch of people's attention. So, man, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. He gonna swoop down and get that squirrel, man. Look at that. Look at that. Got that squirrel. Got that squirrel. Let that squirrel go. Look at this. Got that squirrel. Let him go. Let him go. I threw a stick at it. Let him go. Let him go. Now the squirrel is playing dead. Look at that. The squirrel is playing dead. Go. The squirrel ran up and squirrel laid there and played dead, and finally said, "Oh, I'm out of here now, buddy." But you know, I was just looking at how many people were standing there watching that and see something that inhumane, and not like you know, come on, man. What if something grabbed you and was pecking on you? Wouldn't you want some help? And everybody had their camera out, videoing. You know, come on, man. Just come, you know. Now, if your ass get caught again, that's on you. I'm gonna help you this time, but if you get caught again, and see, I've seen eagles fly around the White House, but that's the first time I've seen one actually in the park. And then it got in a tree, and I threw a stick at it, And that joint went and landed on Robert E. Lee's statue, sat on his head. After I threw a rock, he was up in the tree looking for some more squirrels to catch, and I threw a rock at it, and it flew over and settled on Robert E. Lee's head. I said, "Oh, I gotta go get that picture. I gotta go get that picture." All right, look at it, man. Robert E. Lee got his hat in his hand, got an eagle sitting on his head. Look, that's a priceless photo. But see, and I'm saying that to say that sometimes you're gonna have to be different. Sometimes you're gonna have to be different. Yeah, I could have followed the crowd, man, and watched that eagle pluck that squirrel to death. Sit there and eat the squirrel. And it tried to fly off with it, but I guess it couldn't grip it good enough to fly off. But once it played possum, after I let it go, it just laid there. And when the bird moved was when it flipped. Like, oh shit, I'm out of here now, buddy. I'm gone. I'm gone. But I said, man, I was mad. And it just so happened that I wasn't even, I told the guy, I was sitting around by where the people going to the White House. I said, man, let me walk around to the park and just see what it looks like, because they're tearing the viewing stand down that they didn't need. $4 million. They paid to build that viewing stand and didn't even use it. $4 million. And now they're just tearing it down. And I told this guy, I said, man, I'm just going to walk around here in the park. I just want to see what it looked like. And I ran into that situation. And I just said, when I threw a stick at the bird, he let him go. And he laid there and played possum, as you could see. But everybody else was just filming. Just filming. To them, that was entertainment. Okay? Yeah, they got to eat, but man, I can't sit back and watch nothing like that, man. I can't, you might can find something else. That's plenty of dead shit out here that you could be eating. It's already dead. Shit, if you want to catch some of them big ass rats. Shit, man, they got some rats about a foot long running around down by the White House. You want to catch some? Catch one of them and eat them. Get some. Leave the squirrels. Man, let me show you how friendly these squirrels are. Oh, I can't. I don't. Man, they'll come up and take a nut out your hand. They'll literally crawl up on your lap. You can feed them. That's how friendly they are. Them squirrels down in that park are extremely friendly. So I just couldn't sit back and watch that, But anyway, y'all let's not get caught up in this division and this animosity. Let's not get caught up in that. Let's not get caught up in that. Cause if you do get caught up in it, it's just gonna come back to bite you. That's all it's gonna do. Rudy, make America great again. Hey, Rudy, when was America ever great? Rudy? Since you saying make America great again, when was it ever great, Rudy? Tell me that. Tell me, Rudy. When was America ever great? When was America ever great? I don't get offended. I'm not offended either. But Rudy, when was America ever great? Where you at, Rudy? Rudy. on, Rudy. When was America ever great? Because you know they got 2 stories. America has 2 stories. Okay, so if it was great for one group of people, it wasn't so great for the other group. Let's see. It always been great before the Bank of England got their hands on the central bank. That's why everyone wants to come to America. Really? Really? That's the way you're going to carry it, Rudy? Was it great, man, when they gave them Indians on the Trail of Tears those blankets with smallpox to kill them off? Was that great, Rudy? Was that great, Rudy? Rudy, was it great? And that's Andrew Jackson. Was it great then, Rudy? How they annihilated the Native Americans off this land? Was America great then, Rudy? See, see y'all, and that's the thing about white people. White people don't want to face the fact they stole America. They came in here and took it. Rudy, it wasn't their land. And you talking about make America great again. How you gonna make something great that wasn't even yours, Rudy? Oh, you love Andrew Jackson. So that says a lot about you. that says a lot about you, buddy. That says a lot about you. So you love a man that gave smallpox, blankets with smallpox, and the Trail of Tears. You proud of that, huh, Rudy? You proud of that, aren't you, Rudy? But wait a minute. You said love Andrew Jackson, second favorite president. Well, who's your first favorite? If he's your second, who's your first? Oh, let me guess. 47. Oh, but so you'll look over that blemish. Oh, Thomas Jefferson was a pedophile. Thomas Jefferson was a pedophile. And that's your first favorite president? But Sally Hemings was a teenager that he was screwing and that had about 5 or 6 kids for him. He was a pedophile and lied and said he wasn't screwing one of his slaves and set all her children free, but not her. And matter of fact, they just found recently that he had a hidden entrance to her room. Rudy? See, you talk about Thomas Jefferson, but you never talk about Sally Hemings. Rudy? Why is that? But make America great again. Oh, Lord. Let's not walk down that road. Boy, let's not. You got your 3 strikes, boy. You sure got your 3 strikes right there, boy. That's a hell of a lineup. I ain't lying. Shit, that's a hell of a lineup. Yes, it is. Boy, look at that. But hey, man. We got more in common than we do differences. If we just start talking to each other and stop talking at each other. That's the honest God truth, okay? Brazil, what's going on? That's the truth. We got more in common than we do differences, okay? But, and that's all over the world. That's all over the world, man. We got more in common than we do differences. If we just start talking to one another and stop talking at each other. Because we still making the rich richer. They still getting rich. And they keep us divided, fighting each other over race and politics to keep us distracted with race and politics. And we got to go to the grocery store. See, we ain't complaining about these highest food prices. We ain't complaining about that. See, that's what we need to do. Well, that's true. But how come the good people can't come together with other good people? That's the problem I have. Good people are afraid of other good people. She says she love you love your Brazil. I just let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you so you won't think I'm lying. So you won't think I'm lying. Uh, see, this is this is my history today, right? This is my history today, and let me go up. Let me go up. Let me go up. There Brazil is right there. Okay. Oh, your girlfriend from Peru? Let me show you. Hold on. There's Peru's national anthem right there. I played that today too. See, there's Peru. Right here. There's Peru. Okay? That's Peru. I play, see, and that's how I get my message all over the world, playing national anthems of other countries in front of the White House. It's just idea God gave me. Come down here, play national anthem. First thing people gonna do, pick them phones up, start videoing, and they'll send you a message all over the world. And that's why I do it. Because that's how I get my message all over the world. You know, that's just the way, that's the idea God gave me. So that's what I do. All right? All right, I've been on here a little over an hour. Come on, y'all. Let's not fall into this trap. Let's not fall in. I know, and you know, and listen, there are some things that Trump is doing I agree with. When he say there are two genders, I agree with that. Okay? Okay, thank you, man. it's going one day it's gonna be I'm gonna travel the world. I am going to travel the world with this message right here, uniting and bringing people together in unity. I'm going to travel the world with this message right here. I am first class. I am. That's just, I believe, that's just what I feel and what I believe. That's what I feel. Because eventually it's gonna sell in every day, man. I mean, every day. Every day. I'm getting closer and closer. Every day. Every day I'm getting closer and closer. And I've been at it for 4 years. I told y'all, man, I've been married to that girl right there. Be 6 years this year. And in June of this year will be 6 years since I've seen her. That girl right there, that's my wife. She's in the Philippines right now. And I miss the girl. But if she was here, I'd have never discovered this sign, nor would I have discovered this brand, because I wouldn't want to bring no attention to her. I would have been quiet. I would have had to be quiet. because I wouldn't want to bring no attention to her, you know, because she overstayed her visa. So being me, the honest guy, baby, go back. I come get you. And she's still waiting. She's still waiting. And all I've been doing, man, putting my head down, but I got to get something to work. I got to get one of these ideas of mine to work. I got to hit a home run with it. That's what I keep trying to do, man. Keep manifesting my ideas. Just keep making ideas. See what I can get to work. That's all I do, man. It's just I ain't scared to try my ideas. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I even back in 2000, I had the first showroom of its kind, the African tabletop, African-inspired fine china. And I think I was in business maybe 7, 8 months. And in 2020, the idea came back to me, the domain name came back, and I bought it. African tabletop. And that stimulus check they sent out, shoot, man, I used that stimulus check to get a guy to design me some dishes. I'm gonna lunch that thing this year. I'm gonna lunch them dishes this year. I'm gonna lunch them this year. I'm gonna lunch them. I'm gonna lunch my dinnerware line, the African tabletop, this year. And I even use flag colors on some of my dishes. I use flag colors. Yes, I do. So you just stay tuned. Stay tuned, boy. Stay tuned. God gonna bless me with some money. God gonna bless me with some money. I believe that. I'm gonna be blessed with some money. I just missed $500 because I didn't know how to play the game. I bought a lottery ticket, man, and if I had gave the ticket back to the man, I'd have got $500 on the spot and didn't know the game. Didn't know how to play the game. I waited till the numbers came out to see if what was, and had $500 winner, man. I missed it, but I said, you know what? I ain't upset. God gonna replace that. God give me that $500, but He know I need that money. He know I need it. I get it back. I get it back. I get it back. Some kind of way He gonna bless me with that money. I'm gonna be blessed with it. All I got to do is just believe. Because Bible said all things are possible to him who believes. Not him who doubts, but him who believes. I just keep believing God. How can I go wrong? When He say all things are possible for him who believes. So let me try it. That's what you say. Shoot, I'm going to try you. I'm trying you, God. I'm trying you. I want to show me. I'm trying. You know, so that's what I do. You know, say prove me. I'm trying you, God. I'll try you. I sure will. Well, Rudy, but you gotta be obedient to His word, Rudy. You know, if you're screwing out of both legs and lying and cheating and deceiving, God ain't gonna bless that. You gotta live a righteous lifestyle, man, for God to bless it. God ain't gonna bless anything. And you got a lot of Christians out here doing any and everything they want to, and they think God gonna bless them because their name is written in the Lamb's Book of Life. That gives them permission to still go out and sin because their name is written in the Lamb's Book of Life, and they think God is gonna bless that. God ain't gonna bless that. God ain't gonna bless it. Okay? God has brought you back home. He ain't bringing you. He done brought you back home. See, and the only problem is you haven't accepted that. That's why you keep saying, God's bringing me back home. See, that means He hadn't done it. And you got to put yourself in the position to believe whatever you believe in God for, He done it. He done brought you back home. He done brought you back home. You know, this morning, yesterday, I wrote down, I will travel the world first class, uniting and inspiring people to come together. 129. That's what I wrote down. I will travel the world first class, uniting and inspiring people to come together. Okay? All right? And this morning when I got up, I said, wait a minute. If I say I will, that doesn't mean I'm doing it. So I changed it. I say, I am traveling the world first class, uniting and inspiring people to come together. See, when I will is like, that's what I'm gonna do in the future. But when I say I am, I'm doing that now. And what is God's name? I am. That's why you have to be careful about what you speak behind I am. Because when God sent Moses to Pharaoh, he said, who should I tell him that sent me? He said, tell him I am sent you. That's who he told. Tell him I am. And see, we don't know how powerful I am is. And we use it recklessly. We use it recklessly, and I am is the name of God. Oh, you don't believe me? Let me read the scripture to you so you can see. Cause see, I don't want you to take for granted. I'm just saying something. Oh, that don't even make sense. Exodus 3:14. Then Moses said to God, indeed, when I come to the children of Israel and say to them, the God of your fathers has sent me to you, and they say to me, what is his name? What shall I say to them? And God said to Moses, I am who I am. I am who I am. And Moses is the only man that has seen the form of God. He never saw his face. Because when he was in the mountain, God said, get in the crevices and I'm going to put my hand over it. And when I pass, you may see my rear, but you can't see my face because I had to kill you. And when God passed him, he took his hand back and Moses saw the form of God. Okay? So, be careful what you putting with I am. Because now you're talking about God. And saying we man, I'm gonna do this here. I'm gonna do that. And it wasn't pleasing to God. That's why it didn't work. Because you're using his name in vain. All right? And what you say I'm gonna do, It's what's going to come to you. I'm always broke. I'm always getting sick. I'm always missing out. That's what you're speaking into existence. And see, and that's a mindset you're gonna have to break, man. And right now, people got so many mindsets that they got to battle, they don't know which way is up. Because they got a whole bunch of voices in their head that's talking to them. And they don't know which one to listen to. You see? And you got to know, man, when the Spirit of God is talking to you, you got to recognize that voice. God ain't gonna tell you to go out and do nothing wrong. Yeah, you putting it out in the universe. You're putting it out in the universe. This is why I keep telling you, man, get away from this negativity. Because you're putting it out in the universe. And it's gonna come back to you. That verse, God is not mocked. Whatever a man sows, that's what he gonna reap. And all this negativity and division and revenge and backbiting that you see some of these, what you think they gonna reap? They ain't gonna reap no good. Ain't nothing they gonna do gonna work out because they putting too much negative energy into the universe. It ain't gonna work. I don't care how much support you got. I don't care how popular you are. If you put negative energy into the universe, whatever you trying to do ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. But don't believe me. Watch. Watch. Don't believe me. Watch. Don't believe me. Watch. Watch for yourself and see for yourself if I'm telling you the truth or not. Thank you for joining me, Anita. Okay? Just watch. And like I told you, man, look how fast this month done blew by. You think shit ain't speeding up? Look, January gone. And it seems like we just came into 2025 and January is gone. And you're going to look up and in a minute, February going to be gone. Okay? I don't know. I got to see, man. I got to see. Can I change it? But who knows? This is what I work. This is what I do. So it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. and truth conductor is just a messenger from God. Anybody can be a truth conductor. Just a messenger from God. That's all a truth conductor is. I didn't want to be a preacher in the pulpit. I didn't want to be in the pulpit, man. God, I ain't getting in no pulpit. That's my name. It's my name. Don Folden is my name. That's my name. Don Folden. That's my name. Yep. So, I just try to get on here and do what I do, man. That's what I just try to do what I do. So, if it work, fine. If it don't work, I tried. And see, most folk are afraid to try. That's the thing about people. Most folk are, thank you, Rudy. Most folk are afraid to try. They count themselves out before they even try. They don't even give themselves a chance. Oh, ain't nobody going to do it. But you got to work at, man. You have to work at building up. Because if you get it just like that, you ain't got no foundation. Okay? It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work, Sean. It doesn't work that way. And you got Christians out here, man. Listen. Hold on. Let me read. Let me find that scripture. A bad tree. Let me see where that scripture's at. Matthew 7:18. Let me read that to you. It says, okay, I'm going to start at 15. Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep clothing, but inwardly they are ravenous wolves. You will know them by their fruits. Okay? You will know them by their fruits. Okay? What's going on, Joe? Thank you, man. Do men gather grapes from thorn bushes or figs from thistles? Even so, every good tree bears good fruit, but a bad tree bears bad fruit. A good tree cannot bear bad fruit, nor can a bad tree bear good fruit. Every tree that does not bear good fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire. Therefore, by their fruits you will know them. This is what the Message Bible says. Be wary of false preachers who smile a lot, dripping with practiced sincerity. Chances are they're out to rip you off some way or another. Don't be impressed with charisma. Look for character. Whose preachers is the main thing, not what they say. A genuine leader will never exploit your emotions or your pocketbook. These diseased trees with their bad apples are going to be chopped down and burned. See, it says a genuine leader will never exploit your emotions or your pocketbook. A genuine leader will never exploit your emotions or your pocketbook. How they gonna exploit, man? Pitting you against somebody else? Simple as that. Okay? All right? It's just that simple. It's just that simple. But see, when you start talking, most folk don't want to look at what the Bible say. See, they want to go off what's in the head. I told y'all, see, from your head, you subtract and divide. From your heart, you add and multiply. Let me say that again. When you're doing something out of your head, you subtract and divide. When you're doing something out of your heart, you add and you multiply. Now, which one would you rather have? Subtract and divide or add and multiply? It's just that simple. Okay? All right? It's just that simple, man. Because when you subtract and divide, you got an agenda. You got an agenda when you're coming out of your head. It's not sincere. It might look that way. It might sound that way, but it ain't going to feel that way. Okay? And that's how you're going to know the difference, because it ain't going to feel sincere when you're coming out of your head. But when you're coming out of your heart, You can touch people, man. You move people. When you can talk out of your heart because you ain't got no agenda. You see? You're adding and you're multiplying when you come out of your heart. And that's all I try to do is just talk to people out of my heart. I'm not perfect, man. I'm nowhere near perfect. And I've made some mistakes. Okay, I done made mistakes. I've never been to jail for nothing criminal. I ain't been locked up, but I done made some mistakes in my life. Okay, I done made some mistakes, but I ain't gonna hurt nobody. I ain't gonna cheat nobody. I ain't gonna steal from nobody. I ain't gonna lie to nobody. I told you, man, I could have that girl right here, right now. If I just said, baby, just don't worry about them. You'll overstay your visa. We'll get to it when we get to it. And look what they doing. Imagine if my wife had overstayed her visa and now they deporting people. Shit. Boy, my bed would be a mess. I wouldn't have no peace in my bed. I wouldn't have no peace in my bed because she'd be on pins and needles. I wouldn't have no peace. None whatsoever. Every time somebody knock on the door, shoot, she'd be panicking. Who's that? So if you can't do it right, don't do it wrong. That's my philosophy. You can't do it right, don't do it wrong. Don't do it wrong. And sometimes, man, it seems like wrong works, but it does work for a while. Wrong will get you in the door, but it can't keep you in there. A lie will get you in the door, but it can't keep you in there. You can lie your way into a whole bunch of stuff, but it ain't gonna keep you there. Look how many times you done lied to buy something and didn't even enjoy it. Think about that. Look how many times you done lied just to purchase something, a car, furniture, whatever, clothes, and didn't even enjoy it. You enjoyed it for a minute, but that shit didn't last long. And then you turn around and say, man, look how God blessed me. Then lied to get it and turn around, man, look how God done blessed me. Because God said, when I bless you, I ain't gonna add no sorrow with it. So if you got a blessing from God and you got some sorrow, that didn't come from God. That came from you. That didn't come from God. That came from your shit. You pulled that off. Guilty? Guilty. 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 Okay? Trying to impress. It's just that simple. Okay? Trying to impress. All right? I'm just telling you. So why not just do it right, man? And you ain't got to be looking over your shoulder. See, when you ain't lying, you ain't cheating, you ain't deceiving, man, you ain't got to be looking over your shoulder. God got your back. God got you. Let me show it to you. This is another one of my favorite chapters in the Bible. This is Isaiah chapter 58. And I'm going to start out at verse 7. Is it not to share your bread with the hungry and that you bring to your house the poor who are cast out. When you see the naked, that you cover him, and not hide yourself from your own flesh. That's your family. Okay? Then your light shall break forth like the morning, your healing shall spring forth speedily, and your righteousness shall go before you. Your righteousness, okay? All right, shall go before you. The glory of the Lord shall be your rear guard. Then you shall call, and the Lord will answer. You shall cry, and he will say, here I am. And when you put your righteousness, when you walk in your righteousness, it will go before you. And God got your back. Okay? Yes, Rudy. 58, 7 through 9. Yeah. Isaiah chapter 58, 7. Matter of fact, read the whole chapter, man. Because it's about the Sabbath. See, listen to me, y'all. Your calendar goes from Sunday to Saturday, not from Monday to Sunday. And Sunday, going to church on Sunday, the first day of the week, is traditional. That's traditional. Okay? To call Sunday the Sabbath is traditional. All right? That's not, how come Sunday ain't the last day on your calendar? Sunday is the first day on your calendar. But see, most Christians man, if churches right now say, look, we ain't coming to church, we're going to stop going to church on Sundays, and we're going to come, man, people would leave the church. If they started honoring Saturday as the Sabbath, people would leave that church because of tradition. Okay? All right? It's a pagan day. But let me show you something. Back in same chapter, verse 13. Listen, if you turn away your foot from the Sabbath, from doing your pleasure on my holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, the holy day of the Lord honorable, and shall honor him, not doing your own ways, washing your car, going to the park, at the picnic, on Saturday. Okay? Listen, nor speaking your own words, verse 14. Then you shall delight yourself in the Lord, and I will cause you to ride on the high hills of the earth and feed you with the heritage of Jacob, your father. The mouth of the Lord has spoken. It's a blessing, man, on honoring the Sabbath. Okay? He rested on the seventh day. God rested on the seventh. Man, I don't do no. You know what? I started. Let me see. I met my wife in 2015. Okay, and this particular day, it was a Saturday, and I was trying not to work on Saturdays, and I couldn't get no rest. I just could not get no rest. Okay. So I said, well, let me get dressed and go down to this hotel that I would sit at and just pick up some work, you know? And when I was walking in the door, she was talking to the manager. The guy she had arranged to take her group somewhere didn't show up. And he was telling her about me as I'm walking in the door. When I walked in the door, he looked at me, said, that's him right there. And I threw my hands up, said, whatever it is, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. And she told me what she had, the arrangement she had made with the guy and the price that he had agreed to. And I said, ma'am, I'm sorry, I can't help you. And that girl balled up her fist, just like this. And I said, girl, that's my grandmama's fist. I'm gonna marry you. That's how I recognized my wife. That's how I recognized my wife. And 4 years later, we got married. That's how I met my wife, man. That's exactly how I met my wife. Okay? No, man. She wanted me to do something that this guy had promised that he would do, and I wouldn't. And she did like this here. And I just said, girl, that's my grandmama's fist. Look just like my grandmother's fist. My grandmother was 4'9" and had a punch like a mule. Miss Cora had a 4'9". Boy, if my grandmama hit you with her fist, she'd knock you out. She would knock you out. Okay? I don't. That wouldn't. No. That's. Uh, but that's how I met my wife. And I told her, I said, girl, that's my grandmama's fist. Look just like my grandmama's fist. Because I done seen it too many times. No, my grandmama was a snuff dipping. She dipped snuff, boy. She dips Garrett snuff. I never forget that. Garrett snuff was my favorite, my grandmama's favorite snuff to dip. And nobody wanted to drive her around because she always had a spit cup with her, and sometimes she'd miss it. Okay? She'd miss the cup, boy, and get it all over your car. And they didn't want to drive. Nobody wanted to cut, but see, they didn't know she was putting a little money in my pocket and would fill my tank up. Okay? And, you know, go ahead, man. Go ahead. Have a good time. But that's how I met my wife, man. But today I don't work on Saturdays. I don't work on Saturdays at all. I don't do no work on Saturdays, man. And I gotta tell you, boy, if you ever want to get some sweet sleep, turn your television off and your phone off on a Saturday and get in your bed. And boy, you have some sweet sleep, buddy. I mean, I'm talking about some of the sweetest sleep you could ever imagine. It's on a Saturday when you ain't got nothing to do. Nothing. Okay? Okay? Um, what blessings have I found? Man, God always opened up a way for me. I've been in this hotel now. March would be 2 years. And when I first came, a guy named Everett Overton, man. If y'all ever, some of you young guys, man, y'all need to check this brother out. Okay, you need to check this brother out. Okay, check him out. One day I was struggling trying to pay for this hotel, man, and a guy sent me $500 out of the blue. Sent me $500. Let me show you who I'm talking about. Um, this guy right here. This guy. Matter of fact, let me turn this up so y'all can hear it. So y'all can hear it. Good dude, man. And look, don't go in there BSing because you get your feelings hurt.
With this girl, and
Okay, you get your feelings hurt. I'm gonna tell you that now. You go in there, BSing around. You're gonna get your feelings hurt.
attention. Shout out to my client. I just had my final coaching call of the evening. He knows who he is. Great conversation and a lot of progress in 5 sessions so far. And so right now he's kind of on the outs with his girl, and there's a lot of bickering going on, like a lot of arguing, a lot of pushing each other's buttons, and quite frankly, even I had to tell him a little some immature behavior. And so they've been kind of ignoring each other, and one will call, the other one won't answer, and then they'll wait a few days, then they'll try to get in contact. All this bullshit. And so I said something during a speech last year in Las Vegas at the CME. I said, your truth as a man, because read the sign behind me, your truth as a man, your authenticity as a man, your straightforwardness as a man, no games. Your truth will push a woman into her truth. And so if you're dealing with somebody who's a manipulator and plays games and, kind of childish, when you're the stable one, you're the one that doesn't ignore phone calls, you're the one that picks up the phone and addresses it head on, you're going to push her into a situation where then she has to reveal who she is. And so, look, you're never going to win with a woman if you play games. It's not going to happen for multiple reasons. I'll say one of them. You're going to want sex faster than she's going to want it. Yeah, it's real talk. You'll hear guys
Yeah, go check that brother
say
out.
that women want sex
Go,
more than
all you young brothers in here, y'all go. As Trigger said, thanks Sunday. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Listen, if God gonna come back, why not come back on a day when ain't nobody looking for you? Everybody looking for you to come on Sunday. But if you come on Saturday, all you're going to find is the people up in there cleaning up the church. You see, if God going to come back, why would he come back on any other day other than what he has declared as the Sabbath? Why would he come back on any other day other than the Sabbath? And if everybody got the Sabbath day wrong, they're going to miss him. It's just that simple. Sal say I work 7 days a week. Well, but see, here again, that ain't God. If God didn't work 7 days a week, why are you? Okay, get some sleep in, Anita. Okay. Let me see what Carl said. Is Satan tricking? Is that what you're talking about? Yes. 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 Sunday is the first. What does your calendar go by? What's the first day on your calendar? Let's just start right there. What is the first day on your calendar? Sunday. Sal say, gotta pay the bills. Well, you ain't trusting God. See, you ain't trusting God. You don't think God can open up a way for you. That's why you're working 7 days a week. Okay, Jonathan. So if Sunday is the first day on your calendar, why is Monday the first day in man's calendar? Monday, see, it goes from Monday to Sunday. You ain't gonna find no calendar around that goes from Monday to Sunday. Every calendar you see is gonna go from Sunday to Saturday. But it's tradition. That's man's tradition that Monday is the first day of the week. Okay? That's man's tradition. That ain't God's tradition. There you go. See? All right? So you can do what you want to do, but I'm just telling you that mindset is difficult to break. But once you break it, you'll set yourself free. You'll set yourself free, man. You'll set yourself free. You really will. You'll set yourself free. Because now you done got off that wide road. And you're on the straight and narrow path now. See, them people that go to church on Sunday, they on that wide road. that everybody's on. And saying you got some preachers, no, Sunday is the first day of the week, but tradition is what they follow. They following tradition. Okay, David, what is it? He said he got a real question for me. Let's see what it is. I guess, because it's in Virginia. That's why it's located in Virginia. It's not D.C. Yeah, it's in Virginia. That's why. That's why. That's not in. That's in Virginia. That ain't on the D.C. side. No, that airport is located in Arlington, Virginia. Where's where the airport is located. It's in Arlington. Yeah, that's why it has a Virginia address. It's in Arlington, Virginia. See, Virginia, actually, Alexandria, all of that used to be where the airport. They used to be a part of D.C. until they retroceded back to, I think it was 1845, because they didn't want to give up slavery. So that's why we got our funny little shape. But no, the reason it has a Virginia address is because it's located in Arlington, Virginia. Yep, that's where it's located. Not far from the Pentagon, too. It ain't far. No, 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 no. Mm. No, they didn't want to. They didn't. Alexandria didn't want to. Alexandria, Arlington County, all of that land. They didn't want to give up slavery. So they retroceded back to Virginia in 1845, man, because they didn't want to give up slavery. And they actually got a slave pen, the Freedom House on Duke Street, house that actually was a slave pen. Okay, have an actual slave pen on Duke Street. One of the biggest slave traders in the country. Matter of fact, they have a Whole Foods, which I don't go to no more because they bullshit. Um, at 17th and Duke, the 1700 block of Duke Street, and right across the street from the Whole Food, that used to be where the prison was. That was they got a brick building that was the office for the prison, and next to that, they have a statue of the Edmondson sisters that were part of the Pearl. That the Pearl affair was 77 men, women, and children in 1848 got on a ship called the Pearl trying to escape to freedom and got out in the Chesapeake Bay and the wind changed on them. So the ship stalled. So the next morning, because this was from some of the wealthiest slave owners in Georgetown, when they realized so many people were missing, they said, well, what went out last night? And they said the Pearl. So they sent a steamship after it. And it caught the Pearl because the wind changed on the Pearl and it couldn't go nowhere. So they brought the Pearl back, and that led to the 1848 riots in D.C. that led to the 1850 compromise. But see, if the mother was enslaved, everything she birthed was a slave, even if the daddy was free. See, slavery was predicated on the status of the mother. If she was enslaved, even if she was raped, whatever she birthed was a slave. Okay? Well, what's predicated on the status of the mother now in the black community? Welfare. And see, and so you got that mindset of something for nothing that goes down to generation unchecked. That's why we got so much crime in our community right now, because a lot of these young folk out here trying to get something for nothing. They don't want to work for it. They rather take what you got, even if it means killing you. They'll take it. Okay? They'll take it. And that's and again, and see, and then society will turn around and say black men don't want to be fathers. But the government say you ain't gotta be no daddy, because if you're gonna be in the household, I ain't gonna get him welfare. It's just that simple. So those are the dynamics of what we're dealing with, man. We're fighting mindsets. And I told y'all about the 1850 Fugitive Slave Act for white people. That's the mindset they're stuck in, that, you know, they had the right to approach anybody. Where you from? Okay? Thank you, Carl. Man, I appreciate that. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. But see, a lot of people, you know, like Jesse Lee Peterson, don't teach out of the Bible. But look at how many people follow him in church. You can look at his church service. He have a notepad. He don't teach out of a Bible. Don't believe in the Bible. And let me share this with you. See, this is why I tell people, man, stay away from that division. Look, this is Proverbs. This is why I like Proverbs. Proverbs will show you how to live today. King Solomon, the wisest man ever, and no man will be as wise, wrote Proverbs. Proverbs has a chapter for every day of the month. There are 31 chapters. When there are not 31 days in the month, just keep reading until you catch up. Okay? But listen to this and see if you see anybody. This is Proverbs chapter 6, verse 16. These 6 things the Lord hates. Yes, 7 are an abomination to him: a proud look, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked plans. That's revenge. When you have a heart that's devising wicked plans, that is revenge. Okay? That's what we're talking about. Feet that are swift and running to evil, a false witness who speak lies, and one who sows discord among brethren. Okay? Or spiteful. Well, that's still getting even. Spite is still getting even. That's revenge. When you're being spiteful with a person, that's revenge. Okay? But when you sow discord with people, you make them disagree. And you got people, oh, them libertards and them conservatives, them Democrats, them Republicans. Man, that's discord. You sowing discord. And God don't like that. It's an abomination to him to sow this. So if you doing something that is an abomination to God, how you gonna be successful? Oh, true conductor. Hadn't thought about it like that. Think about it. If you're doing something that God don't agree with, how you gonna be successful? Because God is not mocked. And it ain't me saying it, okay? It ain't me saying it. In Galatians chapter 6, verse 7, do not be deceived. God is not mocked. For whatever a man sows, that he shall reap. That he shall reap. Okay? That he shall reap. If you don't sow no goodness, how you gonna get goodness? If you scared to sow goodness, how you gonna get it? Man, I sit down in front of the White House, been doing it 4 years, and I have people, I play national anthems, I play music, I entertain people in front of the White House, and they look at my donation bucket. What the money gonna go to? Who the money gonna help? Me. Why you got a problem with me profiting from something positive? When I could put "Let's Go Brandon" on this side, which means F Joe Biden, and get rich overnight. But because I got stop hating each other because you disagree. Okay? Thank you, man. All right? You know, a lot of people come by, man, but what do you know successful that ain't generating an income? Isn't it interesting that I can't show prosperity from being positive, but I can from being negative? I can't show no success being positive because they don't know what I'm going to do with the money. But if I was negative, they wouldn't even care what I'm going to do with the money. I'm saying what they want to say. But yet, you have an opportunity to be a man. Just like today, tonight I done helped a lot of people. I ain't got not one dime in my case. Nobody say, you know what, man? Let me send that man $10. I've been on here what, an hour and 36 minutes. That's 2 hours of my time because I enjoy what I do. Whether you send me some money or not, a lot of times I never get money, but I enjoy what I do. Okay. All right. I enjoy what I do. God takes care of me. He'll bless me. And sometimes, you know, I'll be like, wow, man. And see, and this is what keep me going, y'all. Let me show you what keep me going. This is Galatians chapter 6 again, verse 9. And let us not grow weary while doing good, for in due season we shall reap if we do not lose heart. That's what keeps me going. Okay? That's what keeps me going. Jonathan, I got your $10, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Jonathan. I got your $10, man. Thank you. I got it. I appreciate that, brother. You're the first one, the only one. you're the only one. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you so very much. Thank you. All right. They say, I wish I could, but I gave it to Satan today. I see the light because those who are in sin become a slave to sin. No problem, man. No problem, Carl. It's all good, man. I told you, God blesses me, man. God blesses me. Okay? Okay? Here's my Cash App. Right here. This is my Cash App. Or Venmo. Whichever one, let me see. This is my Cash App right here. And I bless those that do bless me. I bless you. May God give you 100-fold return. There's my Cash App right there. And this is my Venmo. There you go. That's it right there. No, no, I haven't, I don't have enough viewing hours to get super chats on. I will. I get there. I'll get there. I'll get there. I'll get there. Uh, um, but again, man, like I said, I just that's the scripture I hold on to every day when you know the devil be trying to make me feel discouraged and uh I tried. They told me I didn't have. I do it when I'll check on it when I get off this live. But when I tried to turn super chats on, they said I didn't qualify. So you know that's it is what it is. So that ain't gonna stop me. I keep doing what I'm doing. Okay. Until I do qualify, I just keep doing it. Okay. Yeah, Periscope was. I wish they would bring Periscope back, man. I enjoy Periscope. And that guy, conservative atheist, is dead. Died last year, I think. Uh, Somebody told me he died last year. Hey, Sean, man, thank you for the $30, brother. Thank you. Thank you for the $30, Sean. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you very much. Thank you. I got it. Hey, Sean, man, thank you for the $30. I got it, man. Brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Matter of fact, let me go in here and thank y'all right now while I got it. Uh, I got Sean. Thank you, brother. Thank you. And I got Jonathan. Thank you. There you go. Okay. There you go. Thank you, man. I sure appreciate that. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Uh, Man, I bless God. I pray God give you a blessing for what you did, so because you didn't have to, you know, you didn't have to. So I thank you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's much appreciated, much appreciated, very much appreciated. You know, and I'm grateful and I'm thankful. So very much so, very much so. But that's it, man. That's it for me. Okay. Uh, thank you, man. Thank you, Carl. We have 59 viewers. Back out of the chat and hit that like button. Yeah, man. Please hit the like button if you don't mind. Okay, hit that like button. Um, and because see, we coming into um, the age of Aquarius now, and this is coming out of the darkness, and that's why I keep telling people, you know, that negativity that you sowing is gonna come back to hurt you, not help you. See, because we're coming out of. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so very much. And again, you know, I'm not for everybody. I'm not for everybody. And I know that. I'm not for everybody. And I accept that. Cause I'm a no nonsense guy. Okay? I'm really a no nonsense guy. I hate bullshit. I'm no nonsense. And everybody don't like that. You know, when you're no nonsense. Because I mean I'm 72. So I don't, you know, all of the playing and faking and all that stuff, I ain't got time for that at 72. I don't have that kind of time. And I know people, what, you 72? Yes, I am. I'm 72 years young. Yes, I am. I am. And God done blessed me in my 72 years. So I don't take that for granted. Okay? I don't take it for granted. And I'm beyond the materialism now. So I don't need a bunch of cars. A mansion. I don't need that. I need something that I can live a simple life with my wife and be happy and comfortable and help people. That's all I need. Just to be comfortable and I can still help people. And see, and I tell folk, man, don't see when I'm in this hotel, don't once I get out of here, don't tell me how proud you are of me. You knew I was gonna make it. You've been watching me. I knew you was gonna do it, Truth Conductor. Man, take that on. I ain't interested in that. Cause if you was watching me, then you saw me struggle and didn't lift one finger to help me. And now I'm supposed to believe you so proud of me when you saw me struggling. But now that I done made it and seeing I can change your life, see, now you my friend. Now you proud of me. But when I was trying to get out of that hole, you didn't do nothing to help. So don't and see, and this is me. I have a great relationship with God. I have a great relationship with God. And I know his voice. If he want me to bless you, he gonna tell me. You ain't got to ask me for nothing. If you around me and God want me to bless you, he gonna tell me. But them people that's coming up now, Truth Conductor, no, I can't. No, I can't. No, don't ask me for nothing. Don't ask me for nothing. I'm telling you that now. Don't ask me for nothing. You wasn't doing it when I was broke. You wasn't asking me for nothing when I was in this hotel. When I get out, don't ask me for nothing. Cause you know I got it. Cause the answer gonna be no. And I don't mind hurting your feelings. Oh, let me say that shit again. I don't mind hurting your feelings. I sure don't. Don't mind at all. Don't mind at all. Cause I know you got an agenda. And I don't want to be part of it. It's just that simple. And I ain't impressed by, man, listen. I told y'all, man, I haven't seen my wife going on 6 years. I could be screwing out of both legs if I want to. She wouldn't know, but God would. How can I sit down here and talk to you about God and I can't even be faithful to my wife? Think about that for a minute. I can't be faithful to my wife and I'm gonna sit down here and talk to you about God. Who am I fooling? Myself. God ain't gonna bless that. God can't use that. God can't use that testimony. How many women I done slept with? God can't use that. And I'm married too. You know, I got this lesson, living out of Proverbs. I'm gonna get to I've done 3 parts. Fear the Lord, which is not fear of God, but having reverence and respect. Walk in your integrity. Be open to learn something different. And part 4 gonna be don't follow the crowd. Part 5 is don't be greedy for gain. Part 6 is having some discretion. Part 7 is trust in the Lord. And part 8 is don't be wicked. But talk about discretion. See, a lack of discretion can destroy you. You want a perfect example of that? Look at Fannie Willis down in Georgia. Had the case of a lifetime. Had the case of a lifetime. And let a married man come and mess it up for her over some sex. Talking about she got some gorilla grip poo nanny. If you got gorilla grip, man, how come no single man's beating your door down? If your poo nanny that good, how come ain't no single man? Why you, and the man still living with his wife, him and his wife still living under the same roof. And she didn't think nobody was, couldn't put that on hold. Couldn't say, baby, let's just chill this until we finish with this. No, they trying to have their cake and eat it too. And gonna lose everything. Gonna lose, had the case of a lifetime and lost it. Because she didn't have no discretion. Didn't have no integrity. See, listen, let me give you the definition of integrity. Integrity, the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles that you refuse to change. Let me read that again. Integrity, the quality of having the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles that you refuse to change. See, when you have strong moral principles, you ain't gonna accept sin. You ain't gonna accept same-sex marriage when you have something that God destroyed. Transgender, shit. Man, if you born with a dick, you a dick. You ain't got no business in no woman's restroom. You a man. I don't care what you think you are. You a man if you got a penis. You a man. You ain't got no business being in no woman's restroom. And we sit back, man, and compromise because we don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. But God destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. And you accepting it. Come on, man. Come on. How a kid gonna tell you, the parent, what they are? Perfect example, Dwayne Wade. Little, man, and everybody know he trying to embarrass that mama. He trying to embarrass them kids. How your kids gonna come and tell you who they are and what they are? Man, you better go get your ass, go sit your ass down somewhere. And you gonna come tell me who you are. And you living under my roof. And I'm providing for you. And you got the nerve to tell me who you are. And I'm the one taking care of you. Man, you better go sit your ass down somewhere. When you get out on your own, you can be anything you want to be. I don't give a shit. But under my roof, this is what you're going to do. See, and we got too many parents that are accepting excuses because they don't want to hurt their children's feelings. You see? And the Bible say a child left to themselves. Matter of fact, let me read it to you. Let me read it to you. That's why I like Proverbs. This is why I like Proverbs, man, because Proverbs will show you today. Proverbs 29:15. Listen to this. Listen to this. The rod and rebuke give wisdom. This is Proverbs 29, chapter 15. But a child left to himself brings shame to his mother. Okay? All right, listen. The rod and rebuke give wisdom, but a child left to himself brings shame to his mother. In the Message Bible, it says, wise discipline imparts wisdom. Spoiled adolescents embarrass their parents. And let me tell you something. See, your children are going to show what kind of parent you are when they ain't with you. Let me say that again, okay? Your children are going to show what kind of parent you are when they ain't with you. Because if they got some discipline, they going to know how to behave themselves. If they don't, they going to go buck wild crazy when they ain't with you. When they around you, oh, they going to be goody two-shoes. But when they ain't with you, they going to embarrass the hell out of you. And that's your parenting skill that's on display. And see, and let me show you something. Even when you have the discipline with them and they get out and do something wrong, see, people look at, man, I know your parents, you don't even look like that type. I know your parents didn't raise you that way. And they don't even know the parents, but they can look at them kids to see somebody that had their hands on. Your parents didn't raise you like this. Why are you acting like this? And they can see the discipline on them. And they want to get out and act a fool, thinking your parents didn't raise you like this. Why are you doing this? See, when you put some discipline on them, even when they act a fool, people know, man, I know you wasn't raised this way. I know you wasn't raised this way. Listen, let me show you something. Since we're talking about kids. Let me see. And his children are blessed after him. Hold on a second. All right. Proverbs 27. Listen to this. The righteous man walks in his integrity, and his children are blessed after him. See, that's the power of righteousness right there. Okay? That's the power. Listen, the righteous man walks in his integrity, and his children are blessed after him. Okay? And the Message Bible say, God loyal people living honest lives make it much easier for their children. Okay? Okay? And listen, and let me show, man, I still carry myself as if my mother is still here. She's been gone for, listen, let me tell you something. My grandmother was a maid for Dr. Merritt. Didn't have a high school education. And everybody knew Miss Cora because she worked for Dr. Merritt. And Miss Cora could go and get anything she want on her signature. Anything she want, she can get it on her signature. She ain't had to have no deposit. She ain't had to put that. Now, Miss Cora, I take your word. Your word is good, Miss Cora. What you want? And she could get it. She could get it. I'm telling you, man. My snuff dipping grandmama didn't even have a high school education and can go in any store anywhere she wanted to and get whatever she want on her signature, and she could barely scribble it out. But they knew it was real. They knew it was real. It says the righteous man walks in his integrity, and his children are blessed after him. And you think God gonna bless your lying and your cheating and your deceiving and your getting even? You think God gonna bless that? You think your children gonna be blessed after that? You fooling yourself, man. And see, listen, y'all. The good that you do might not necessarily be for you. Might be for the kids and grandkids and great grandkids that you'll never see. And you sowing a good seed in the ground. So when they find themselves in that same predicament, you done already sold to it. And they gonna get favor because you sold into it. They get favor. It ain't always for you. It might be for some kids you will never see. Just like that. Okay? That's it. So every chance, and see, and let me show you something, man. You ever wondered when you're going somewhere why somebody homeless cross your path? You ever pondered that? That you going somewhere and out of the blue, man, somebody homeless or somebody disadvantaged, y'all paths cross. You ever wonder why? Because the Bible say, be careful how you entertain a stranger, because you might be entertaining an angel unaware. And see, and when I run, see, them homeless people that come up and ask me for some money, man, give me $1, because I'm trying to test your heart. Especially if I'm sitting in traffic and I'm watching people give you money, and when I get to you, you ask me for, hey man, give me $1. I want to see where your heart is. Now, if you say, man, I ain't got no dollar, but I give you what I got, I'm going to bless you. But if you turn around and say, oh man, I ain't got no money, and I'm watching people give you money, I ain't got no money, that's why I'm out here, you out here for yourself, man, get gone. I ain't giving you nothing. Giving you nothing. Somebody come up and ask, man, give me $1. And I tell them, your no ain't going to hurt me. All your no going to do is just show me who you are. That's all your no is doing. It's just showing me who you are. That's all. Your no don't hurt me. Your no hurt you. See, because I done located your heart. And you got a lot of people out here, man, that begging is a job for them. It's a job. They get up every day, same place, same spot, with the same story. And see, and when you get used to people giving you something, it robs you of your creativity. Everybody got a sob story. I got a sob story. I told you, man, shoot, I would love to be between my wife's legs. Shit, I ain't seen that girl in 5 years, going on 6 years. Would love to be with her. We was only together a couple of months, 2.5 months. Would love to be with that girl. Shit, but you don't hear me sobbing, oh man, I miss my wife. No, let me get out here and get something working. That's what I got to do. What's going on, Visa? That's what I got to do. Man, I got to get out here and make something work. And see, and look, you can't plant a seed in the ground and dig it up to see what it's doing. Let me say that again. Okay? Let me see who this is. let me see who this is. Let me see who this is. Let me see who you are. Let me see who you are. Let me see. Let me go. Let me go to your channel. Okay, you safe. I'm from the government. That's funny. That's funny. Okay, that's funny. But see, look. When you plant a seed, man, you can't dig it up and see what it's doing. You gotta have some trust that it's gonna work. And like I said, you're gonna reap what you sow. If you don't never sow nothing, you ain't gonna get nothing. Okay? It's a blessing. All right? But um but you got a lot of people, man. But see, they have a string attached to what they do. See, I told you, out of your head, you subtract and divide. Out of your heart, you add and multiply. And a lot of people give out of their head. What you gonna do with the money? See, it ain't about what I'm gonna do with the money. It's about how you gave the money. And if you give the money with an agenda, what you think you're gonna get back? An agenda. But if you give it out of your heart, see what that person gonna do with it ain't gonna affect you. You can bless me right now. Man, if I do wrong with this money, it ain't gonna have one impact on you because you gave it from your heart. It's gonna destroy me. It's gonna destroy me because I'm deceptive in how I'm getting it. I'll destroy myself. But you gave from your heart, so you the one that's gonna be blessed. Because you gave from your heart. Now you got a lot of people that give out of sympathy, that go for sob stories. And see, and every sob story got some missing links. And all you got to do is start asking some questions and it ain't gonna line up. See, a sob story will never line up. It's gonna always miss. See, that sob story, all you got to do, start asking some questions and it ain't gonna line up. And then they're gonna get pissed off with you because you asking questions and they being exposed. See, that's how you know it's some shit up, because they gonna get angry because you asking questions. But if you was legit, you wouldn't care about my question. You'd answer everything I got to know. But when you want a sob story, all you got to do is start asking some questions, and it ain't gonna line up. It ain't gonna line up. It ain't gonna do that. It's gonna do this. When you start asking questions with a sob story, it's gonna do. I saw a girl outside the grocery store, cute little baby well dressed, begging money, homeless, please help. And I said, where the daddy at? Where's the father? Oh, he doing that. But wait a minute. Why your baby is so well dressed? If you in distress, why is this baby so clean? I see. Are you gonna help? If you ain't gonna help me, then just no. I ain't gonna help you. Because it's my money, and I have a right to ask questions about my money. You're going to get mad at me for asking questions about how I release my money. Man, get gone. I don't want to hear that. You ain't got no right to get mad at me. Because I want to be responsible about how I give my money. And that's why people come and say, well, who is the money going to help? It's going to help me. That's who it's going to help. Me. Why you got a problem with me profiting from something positive when I can get out here and go negative and get rich overnight? And you ain't got a problem with that. You don't have a problem with me getting rich overnight being negative, but what you gonna do with the money if I'm positive? See, and when somebody say that, man, I don't even want your money because you're giving it to me out of the wrong part of your heart. I don't want it. Keep it. Thank you for the consideration, but keep it. I'm good. I'm good. And that's how I deal with it, y'all. That's how I deal with it. Anyway, hey Sean, and let me see who I got. Who I had two people give me some money tonight. Um, let's see here. Sean Moore, man, thank you for the $30. Jonathan, thank you for the $10, brother. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. Was this hour and was almost 3 hours? almost 3 hours and $40. So I made less than $10 an hour. So I ain't mad. I'm grateful, boy. Yeah, I have absolutely. I have. Matter of fact, I had a guy yesterday. Had a whole group of people, and ooh shit, Bernie, my main man, Bernie's up in the house. Sent me $50, man. Thank you, Bernie. That's here's another guy, man. That if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. This Bernie, he's one of my You mess up, he's in here, but he just sent me $50, man. Thank you, Bernie. But that is when you mess up, all right. You mess up. He's one of my moderators, boy. He will get you. It's no joke. But no, I had a guy yesterday with a group, and I think I was from Venezuela. And and they singing their national anthem and dancing and stuff, and came put a quarter in the bucket. And I went right back in the bucket and said, man, if that's all it's worth to you for a quarter, I'd rather do it for free. Keep your quarter. I'd rather do it for free. And gave it back to him. Gave it back to him. If that was all it was worth to you, was a quarter, man, I give it back to you. Thank you. I appreciate it, but keep your quarter. Keep your quarter. Okay? Keep your quarter. If that's it, I keep it. And I know you got more than a quarter. You can't put $1 in the bucket, but you'll put a quarter in there. Keep that, man. Keep it. God will bless me. God will bless me. All right? What's going on, Bernie? Man, thank you, brother. This guy, man, this guy right here has been a blessing, man. I mean, for real. Him, Everett, Steve. I got two Steves in here. Man, in fact, Steve Mayfield and Steve H. And Tanya. She hit me up on Venmo. And who else in here? Everett. And cause she ain't sent me no money in a while, but Laura is another one. Thank you, Bernie. Man, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Laura is another one that would send me some money. But that's just a handful of people, man. That's been a blessing. Handful of people, and I'm grateful. And God always open up way, and they always come at the right time too. They always come at the right time. Y'all, I told y'all, man. I went and out of my ignorance, didn't realize I had won $500. Follow my intuition. Intuition say buy cash 5 with Easy Play. And I went and said, man, give me a cash 5 with Easy Play. And looked at the ticket, saw the money on it, but didn't realize if I had just handed the ticket back to the person, man, I would have won $500. But I waited till the next day and I only won 2. And I said, I can't be mad, man. I can't be mad because I didn't understand the rules. I didn't know the rules of the game. Okay, so I can't be mad because I didn't get blessed because I didn't understand the game. See, I didn't understand it, so I lost. And that's how life is, man. What you don't understand, you lose. Let me say that again. That's how life is. What you do not understand, you lose. You don't understand you in a good relationship, you're going to lose it. You don't understand you in a good marriage, you're going to lose it. You don't understand you own a good job, you're going to lose it. Just that simple. That's how life is. Okay? But it taught me a lesson. Now I'm wiser. I'm wiser now. Okay? That's how it works, man. That's how it works. All right? All right. Okay, I got 4 more minutes, man. Gonna make me 3 hours. So, and I'm gonna get out of here. But no, man, that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. I hope I help somebody. I hope somebody got something out of this. I hope, you know. And I understand that, a lot of people don't want to say, a lot of people sit back and listen. And I'm interested to see, you know, what kind of viewership this is gonna be, because I got like 69 people, and I know that when I close this thing out, it's gonna be thousands, 2, 3,000, 4,000 that have viewed this. And look, and I got 16 likes. I got 16 likes. I got 63 people watching, but I got 16 likes. You know, all aboard. That's right. That's right. But because I do it from my heart. I don't care. That's not important to me. That's not important. The important thing is, to be able to pour out of your heart so that you can help somebody, whether they appreciate it or not. You see? Because like I say, God is not mocked. Whatever a man sows, that shall he reap. So if I'm sowing good, and notice, you've seen me pick the Bible up to go in the Bible, but I don't have no script. I ain't got no script in front of me. Okay? All this stuff is coming out of my heart. All this talking I'm doing is coming straight out of my heart, man. That's why I have the stamina. Because if I was doing it out of my head, see, I get tired. I run out of ideas. But when you doing it out of your heart, remember, you add and you multiply. When you talk out of your heart. Well, True Conductor, how you know the difference of talking out of your head and talking out of your heart? When you talk out of your head, you got an agenda. Okay? That's the difference. When you talk out of your heart, man, you ain't got no agenda. That's why, and see, in your head, after a while, that agenda is going to start wearing on you. And you'll lose your stamina. But when you're talking out of your heart, man, you can go for hours. You can go for hours, because that's what you enjoy doing. Ain't no agenda with it. See, out of your head don't mean you necessarily enjoy it. But you're doing it because you're expecting something. When you're doing it out of your heart, you ain't expecting nothing, man. You just enjoy sharing. And that's what I try to do. I just try to enjoy sharing with people. Tomorrow, it's gonna be raining all day in DC. So I'll be in here. I'll be going live again tomorrow. I'll go live tomorrow, you know, and talk about some more stuff. So, but I sure appreciate all of the people that have sown into my life. Thank you, Bernie, Sean, and Jonathan. Man, thank you. And all y'all that listen, all y'all that want to sow and can't, man, thank you. Okay. Uh, Yvonne, I'm trying. All I can do is try. That's all I can do is try, and let the chips fall where they may. And I just believe that God is gonna bless this because He gave me the idea, and I just had to persevere, not give up. That's been my uh, that's been my biggest challenge is not to give up. And I know I got this message right here is the answer for the whole world, not just America. Whole world is divided because somewhere along the way we've gotten hate and disagreement to mean the same, and they don't. I got a video out. I can't share the actual video with you because I would get a copyright strike. But my grandson made it for me, and he said, "Granddaddy, I need you to put your voice on this." Let me see if this is it. I think it is. Let's see here. Hi, my name is Don Folden Sr., aka the Truth Conductor, and I'm here to talk to you about a universal message that'll fit anywhere in the world in any language. Stop hating each other because you disagree. Somewhere along the way, we've gotten hate and disagreement to mean the same, and they don't. When we disagree with each other, we just don't see eye to eye on that particular subject or situation. But we still can go out together, eat together, and sometimes even sleep together. But when we hate each other, we don't want to have anything to do with each other. And we have more in common than we do differences if we just start learning to talk to one another and stop talking at each other with the hatred, the division, and the animosity. Instead, let's have some love and compassion and understanding. Because if my half of the ship go down, yours ain't gonna stay afloat. And right now, we got people trying to destroy the other half of the ship like theirs is safe. And the rich got all the lifeboats. Come on, y'all. We see the division coming. Let's get out in front of it because if we don't, we all are at risk, or our family and friends. So stop hating each other because you disagree. This is a message that needs to be shared all over the world. Because if we don't learn how to come together as people, we will perish as fools. Stop hating each other because you disagree. Thank you. And he made me a video. Made a video with some clips, some pictures, and One Love, Bob Marley. And I put it up on YouTube, but they gave me a copyright strike, so I took it down. Uh, yeah, See, Jada, that's what I said, man. Sometimes we can disagree and still sleep together. I disagree with her. She knows she disagree with me. We disagree, but we still can sleep together. We still can be intimate with each other, even though we disagree. You see, and somewhere along the way, man, see, when we disagree, we just don't see eye to eye on whatever it is we disagreeing on. Don't mean I hate you. When I hate you, I don't want to have nothing to do with you. When I hate you. And somewhere along the way, man, we've gotten the two words to mean the same, and they don't. And I'm just trying to put the conversation on the table. See, because in my community, in the black community, when we disagree with each other, we kill each other. Ain't no ifs and that's our opposition. When we disagree, you now my opposition. And they kill their opposition. They kill their ops. They kill them. Just because they disagree. Two words don't mean the same. And I've been at it for a minute, man. I've been at it for a minute. I've been and see my grandson. Hold on, I'm gonna turn this down so I don't get a copyright strike. But my grandson put one love onto this and made me a video. Hold on, yeah, hold on. Wait a minute. That's not what I want. Let's see here. Where we are. Here we go. He made me a video. This is the video right here that he made, because I do Black History tours in DC, and I'm talking with One Love in the background, playing in the background, and that's the video that he made for me. So, and he's pretty good. Graduate of Michigan State University, one of the baddest trumpet players this world is ever gonna see. My grandson, Jeremiah Flack, and he's good with this stuff. And I'm talking, and he's like I'm saying, we can sleep together, sometimes eat together, but if we hate each other, we don't want to have anything to do with each other. And he just put a video together. He just said, send me some pictures, and I'll pick some stuff out, and and make you a video. See, this is what I'm saying. Let's talk to each other and stop talking at each other. Cause if let's talk with love and compassion. That's John Stewart right there. If my half of the ship go down, yours ain't gonna stay afloat. Because we all are doomed. And we got people fighting, trying to destroy the other half of the ship like there's this safe. And the rich got all the lifeboats. Okay? Come on, man. We see the division coming. All right? Let's get out in front of it. This is what I'm saying. All right? Because if we don't come together as people, we're going to perish as fools. All right? Stop hating each other because you disagree. Simple as that. All right? Let's come together as a people, or we going to perish as fools. Okay? All right? See, so stop hating each other because you disagree. That's what my grandson. I can't, like I said, if I played the music, I would get the what's this? Yeah, you don't get to talk to smack. What is that? Um, I don't know what that means, but let me look you up. Let me look you up. See who this is. Is this a troll and slipped up in here? Oh no, you got some people. Okay. All right, I'll let you go. Excess and moderation. All right. But that's just it, man. That's it. So I don't want to bring this message this far Okay, thank you. Thank you, Yvonne. Thank you. Um, uh, Giovanni says, I love disagreement because it makes you think. It challenges perspectives. And sometimes one of you walk away saying things differently if you're willing to talk to each other. And seeing the problem that you find with most folk, Giovanni, is they want to talk at each other, but they don't want to talk to each other. And see, when you talk to each other, you're willing to listen. You see, you're willing to listen when you talk to each other. And that's what most folks struggle doing, is talking to each other. Okay? They talk at each other because they already got their minds made up. And there's nothing that can change their mind. And the only thing that's important for them is to get their point of view across. They ain't about accepting, seeing it from somebody else's point of view. See, now and that's because you have an agenda when you don't want to see somebody else's point of view. See, you already got your agenda. And this is what's keeping us divided. But we're still making the rich richer. And if I ask you, name a rags to riches story, you don't have an example. I got 73 people in here. I dare any one of y'all name a rags to riches story. Name a rags to riches story that you know of that everybody know about. Name a rags to riches story, but the rich are still getting richer. How come you can't name a rags to riches story? How come you can't be a rags to riches story? Think about that. This is America where you're supposed to be able to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. How come you can't be a rags to riches story? But the rich are still getting richer. But none of us can break through. Why is that? Because they keep us fighting each other. We don't want to uplift each other. We don't want to encourage each other. Only thing we want to do is just keep fighting each other, oppressing each other. See, a closed hand can't bless nobody. A closed hand can only be blessed. Because you see, when your hand is open, you can be a blessing and you can receive a blessing. But when you like this here, man, it's all about what you can get. Yo fo and no mo. Because you ain't let nothing go. Once you get it, you got a grip on it. But man, when you and see, this is a one-way street right here. That's all this is a one-way street. But see, you only win when you like this. Okay, you been listening to our conversation? No, I don't even know you. See, God is verifying. A total stranger can come and say, that's just confirmation, Jada. That's just confirmation. That's all that is. It's confirmation. When a total stranger that you've never met can come up and say the same thing, it's confirmation. God is showing you you're on the right path. That's all that is, confirmation. Okay? See, this is a win situation. This is win-win. And most folk don't want to be in the win-win position. They want to be here in the win position. They ain't trying to be a blessing, but they want to be blessed. And like I told you, God is not mocked. Whatever a man sows, that shall he reap. If you ain't sowing nothing, you ain't gonna reap nothing. Okay? You ain't gonna reap nothing, man. And right now, you got too many people that are afraid to sow. They're afraid, but they want to receive. They want to be blessed. Okay? DEI is diversity, equity, and inclusion. That's what DEI is. Diversity, equity, and inclusion. That's DEI. See, God done showed me something, man. God done showed me something. See, when I get on here and I put topics on, and man, I might get less than 100 people. But he done showed me by using Trump's name on this platform, I get all kinds of people up in here. I get all kinds of people, and I can talk to them out of the Bible because they come looking for Trump and get blessed. Okay? And get blessed. See, as a people, you're going to have to be wise as a serpent, but harmless as a dove. See, that's what in these times right now, man, you're going to have to be wise as a serpent, but harmless as a dove. I'm telling you, to be able to, you're going to be wise as a serpent. And this is the year of the snake. God diggity dog. Yesterday was Chinese New Year. Yesterday. And this is the year of the snake. Let me tell y'all what that means. Okay? Let me tell you what it means. All right? Hold on. Let me tell you what the year of the snake means. Okay. The year of the wood snake 2025 is a time for wisdom, patience, and careful decision making. Okay? All right? Listen to me. Yesterday was Chinese New Year, January the 20th, and the new moon. All on the same day. The new moon was yesterday. And yesterday was the beginning of the year of the snake. Listen to this. The year of the wood snake 2025 is a time for wisdom, patience, and careful decision making. God dog. God dog it. Let me share this with y'all. God dog it. It's coming together, boy. Listen to this. I did on my first, the fear of the Lord was my first. Listen to this. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Fools despise wisdom and instruction. Fools. Now listen to this. The year of the wood snake 2025 is a time for wisdom, patience, and careful decision making, which is understanding when you got careful decision making, you have understanding. No. Okay. If you wanna go there, then you go ahead. I'm trying to help some people. Okay? I'm trying to help some people. All right, this is my live. Okay, this is my live. All right, so I would appreciate it that you take that negative energy on up out of here. Okay, take it on up out of here. I'm asking you nicely, because if I see one more word from you, I'm blocking you. I'm asking you nicely. All right? Take it out. Or don't say nothing at all. You ain't got to stick around. I'm talking to this Mikhail or whoever this is. That's who I'm talking to. Okay? I don't need your comments. If you don't like it, get on gone, man. Just get on gone. Okay? Leave. All right? Listen to me, y'all. Listen to this. Okay? The fear of the knowledge is the beginning. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. But fools despise wisdom and instruction. Well, let me show you what fools despise. If you go to chapter 3, verse 13, happy is the man who finds wisdom and the man who gains understanding. For her proceeds are better than the profits of silver, and her gain than fine gold. She's more precious than rubies, and all the things you may desire cannot compare with her. Length of days is in her right hand, in her left hand, riches and honor. And this is what fools despise. It says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. And look at what it will bring you. In her left hand, riches and honor, and in her right hand, length of days. And they despise that. And a time for wisdom, patience, and careful decision making. And you got a problem with that? Okay? You got a problem with that? He probably ain't got enough people to go live. That's why he up in here. Because he ain't got enough people of his own. Let me see who this is. Let me see who it is. Let me look at his channel. 441 subscribers. Okay? Been around since 2010. He ain't got enough to go live. But he can come up in here knowing everything. Okay? See, that's what I'm talking about. You can't go live yourself, but you can come up here and think you can get in my platform. But you obviously, since you've had your channel since 2010, and you ain't got but what? Let me see, 441 subscribers. But yet you can tell me what I'm doing. So obviously, if you knew so much, how come you ain't got nobody following you, Mikhail? If you know so much, how come you only got since 2010, 441 people following you? So obviously, something is amiss. You can't even go live. But you can come up in here. Man, get out of here. Get out of here. Get that out of here. Okay? Get out of here. I don't want to block you, brother, but I will. I ain't got no problem with it. I ain't got no problem with it. I'm just trying to show some people, man. And let me show y'all something. Listen. Let me show you how powerful wisdom and understanding is. Okay? Let me show y'all. This is chapter 4, verse 5. Get wisdom. Get understanding. Now remember, over here it says, happy is the man who finds wisdom and the man who gains understanding. Because once you get there, she's more precious than rubies and fine gold. Okay? There's nothing you can compare with wisdom and understanding. Right? In her left hand, riches and honor. In her right hand is length of days is in her right hand, and in her left hand riches and honor, wisdom and understanding. Okay, listen to this. This is chapter 4, verse 5. Get wisdom, get understanding. Do not forget nor turn away from the words of my mouth. Do not forsake her, and she will preserve you. Love her, and she will keep you. Wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom. And in all you're getting, get understanding. Exalt her, and she will promote you. She will bring you honor. When you embrace her, she will place on your head an ornament of grace. Wisdom and understanding. Okay? Let's see. I tell you what. All right, dirtbag. Why don't you just go on and find yourself somebody else, okay? You get on somebody else's platform. That's what you do. Now let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something, okay? Since he's talking about wisdom and understanding, let me show you. Proverbs chapter 8. This how you can show a liar when you see one. Our wisdom dwell with prudence, and found out knowledge and discretion. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil. This is Proverbs chapter 8. I'm starting at verse 12. And the perverse mouth I hate. Verse 14. Counsel is mine and sound wisdom. I am understanding. I have strength. By me kings reign, and rulers decree justice. By me princes rules and nobles, and all the judges of the earth. I love those who love me, and those who seek me diligently will find me. Okay? All right? Those who seek me diligently will find me. What will they find? Riches and honor are with me, enduring riches and righteousness. My fruit is better than gold, yes, than fine gold, and my revenue than choice silver. I traverse, which means I travel, the way of righteousness in the midst of the path of justice, that I may cause those who love me to inherit wealth, that I may fill their treasuries. And treasuries is plural. Okay? All right? Treasuries is plural. That's more than one stream of income. By wisdom and understanding. It says, listen, I traverse, which means I travel, the way of righteousness. Don't mean you're perfect. Don't mean you won't cuss a mofo out. But you ain't harmful. You won't cheat nobody. You won't steal from nobody. You won't take advantage of nobody. That's a righteous life. Okay? And somewhere along the way, the enemy has gotten Christians believing righteousness is perfect, and it ain't. It's not harmful. Okay? I traverse the way of righteousness in the midst of the path of justice, that I may cause those who love me to inherit wealth. Man, that's an idea. When something causes you to inherit wealth, it's giving you an idea. It's giving you an idea that I may fill their treasuries. And that clown talking about you can't be wise. And look at what you'll get when you embrace wisdom and understanding. I love it. 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 Okay? That ain't me talking, man. That's God. That's in the Bible. That ain't me. All right? That ain't me. I can only show you what's in the Bible and do my best to interpret it. Okay? All right. So, hey, man, thank y'all, man. I appreciate I appreciate all of y'all. Thank you for entertaining me. Thank you for listening. Thank you for hanging around. Because, shoot, I mean, I still got 61 people up in here. I appreciate it, man. I do. I do. I do. I appreciate it very much. Okay. Good night, Yvonne. Yeah, I'm getting ready to go too. Man, thank y'all, man. I appreciate it. And Bernie, let me give him a shout out, man, because these brothers blessed my life today. They did, they did, they did. Bernie, thank you for the $50. Sean, thank you for the $30. And Jonathan, thank you for the $10. Man, I appreciate it very much. Okay? Because that means that it wasn't in vain. I touched somebody. It wasn't in vain. And I appreciate it. Okay? Thank you so very much. Man, I see y'all. Have a blessed night. I'll be back tomorrow.